All right, so it got us, what, about 7 o'clock, 7:30 maybe? And I think it's around 7. It's kind of dark out, but it's still 90 degrees. It was 90 degrees when I started to walk, living down here in South Texas. The sun is brutal. The puppies are a lot better walking later. But anyhow, so I was watching Patrick Byrne. What is that? Shelf Space or something .com, where he, it was kind of like an Amazon. He owned it and he sold it. He was on a show on a blog last night. He likes Tori Maris, not romantically. They're just friends, right? And they always have these vlogs together. And they were talking about how good, because they're actively involved with Trump, especially Patrick Byrne. He's got like a front row seat with him. But he made the confession, not the confession, but he professed, how about that? That Trump has lost about 50 pounds and looks real relaxed. Oh my God, look at this turtle here. We got a turtle trying to cross the railroad tracks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. A desert tortoise. Let's see what he does. He's hiding. The dog's like completely ignored him. But he looks like he's looking around. I don't think he can get over that railroad track. I don't know how safe he's going to be there. But so they were professing that Trump looked about 50 pounds thinner. And when he was in the White House, there was a multitude of attempts on his life and his family's life, like food poisoning. And I was telling Red about that. And, because he had to go out and eat like fast food all the time. They made fun of him eating McDonald's, right? Because that's what he had to eat all the time when he was hungry, because the food he was getting in the White House, he was always in fear of it of him being poisoned, apparently. But now that he's out of the White House and no more attempts are being made on his life, he is back to eating healthy again and playing a lot of golf. But anyhow, so I got this. There's a little video about the the baby formula. So check it out.
I'm at Walmart today, and during the pandemic, I ran the supply chain for the United States, FEMA, HHS, and this didn't happen. You know why this is happening? Manufactured failed Biden policies. The supply chain, the way, the crisis, the empty store shelves, all Biden's fault. So ladies and gentlemen, this should never be happen. And when illegals at the border have more opportunity to feed their children than you do, you need to show up and vote.
Okay, in regards to Trump getting poisoned, there's a little poll, and y'all can comment below. What's the worst poison that you can give someone in their food? Comment below, okay? That'll kill them. So, not that I want to know, but it's just a little poll. Comment below. I guess it's kind of fun. I don't know. So, Peter Ducey bust on Psaki about electric cars. It's kind of funny. Check it out.
Electric vehicles. You guys are pushing electric vehicles today. This is a president who always talks about the power of our example. Mm-hmm. Does he own an electric vehicle? Mm-hmm. Does he own an electric vehicle?
Presidents of the United States don't do a lot of driving.
I like to drive. I used to think I was a pretty good driver.
Presidents of the United States don't do a lot of driving.
He's posted videos where he's revving the engine of his Corvette in Wilmington. He owns cars.
And he also has driven electric vehicles as president, as to give a model to the rest of the country.
Does he own one?
I think the president's record on this is clear, Peter. Presidents of the United States, current and when they are no longer, typically are not doing a lot of driving.
Does he own one?
Here's a reminder of the Constitution. All right, check it out.
The Constitution does not say that government shall decree the right to keep and bear arms. The Constitution says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Here's someone talking about how like government agencies try to incriminate people by planning, I guess via the internet, child porn on their computer. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but comment below.
It sucks being set up by the government and surveilled by the government, and sometimes it takes far too long to be able to clear those matters up.
May I say one little reported facet of my case is one of the federal agents involved in one of the operations against me said that they intended to plant child porn in my husband's computer. This is the FBI. There's been a case that's currently in litigation, unrelated, in which an FBI agent has testified that they did that. They have done that. It was not accomplished in my case. I guess the curtain was drawn on that facet of the operation prior to them doing it. But imagine how you ever get out of that. They knew we had a young daughter at home and had allegedly conspired to do that.
I knew that Mike Tyson liked to raise dove. That's such a weird hobby.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, he's trying. I used to have a dove like that.
Here's Trump sinking a nice long putt golfing. And you can see he looks a lot thinner than he did. All right.
That's on video.
I thought they got it. It's on the video? Wow. Okay. Only a question of will it have the...
Here's someone who doesn't or can't golf. No, I'm just kidding. And here's a farmer that speaks his mind. All right,
Joe Biden. We have plenty of food here in Naples, Florida. We're food independent. Fuck Joe Biden.
There's a Romanian couple who ruled Romania for like 25 years, and they like bled the country. And so they had, they already prepared the firing squad before the trial. I guess they just had loads of evidence or whatever. But they had the trial, which lasted like an hour or something, and these guys were like, didn't think that nothing would happen to them, and so the firing squad had orders to preserve the husband's face, the male's face. He was the ruler, but they didn't mention anything about his wife, and so they let her have it, man. But check it out.
Nikolai refuses to recognize the legitimacy of the court and treats the proceedings with contempt.
Pronunțată în ședință publică, nu sunt inculpat președintele României și a reprezentanților clasei muncitoare.
The principal charges laid before them are genocide in Timișoara and theft of the nation's assets whilst forcing the people to live in poverty. Elena is outraged when the court strips her of all her academic titles. When asked to explain why he fled the Central Committee building, Ceausescu looks pointedly at the assembled witnesses. He begins to realize the devious role Stanculescu has played in their downfall. The court orders a recess to consider its verdict. The lives of Romania's leaders hang in the balance. Captain Bueru's firing squad waits nervously to see if they'll be needed. The judgment on the Ceausescu's 25 years in power takes only 55 minutes.
Tribunalul, în numele legii și Ceaușescu Nicolae și Ceaușescu Elena, la pedeapsa capitală și confiscarea totală a averii și poporul român liber, nu cu trădători.
For the first time, it dawns on them that they may not survive. In a room thick with treachery, the Ceausescus are touchingly loyal to each other, their partnership unbreakable to the bitter end.
Dacă vreți să ne omorâți, ne omorâți pe amândoi. Împreună. Nu. Împreună. Nu, dragă, nu. Mergem împreună. Legea așa. De dreptul să fim împreună. Împreună. Ce vrei? Ce asta? Ce asta? Nu le legați. Nu le rog? Nu legați. Nu băieți. Nu le și nu prezint cum vreau. Da? Nu băiate. Nu se merge. Ne legați. Nu e voie să ne legați. Nu ne legați. Ne legați. E rușine. E rușine. V-am crescut. La o mamă. Dați la un loc, mă. Și ia să-mi rupeți mâna. Dați-mi drumul la mână. Dați-mi drumul. Spune-mi pe mine. Cine vă prinde, mă? Nu vă prinde nimeni. Noi suntem aici așa? Pe cine?
The firing squad has been told not to aim for Nikolai's face, so they can both verify his death and use it as propaganda. Eleanor is granted no such dignity. Romanians all around the country cautiously celebrate. Many are still in shock. The Ceausescus are buried in unmarked graves.
Yes, y'all have a good day, man. Thanks for watching, and comment below,